obvious that the owners of Woollaston Estate have an eye for the visual. Not only are the views extraordinary, but the cellar door and adjoining home are full of New Zealand art. The son of the late Sir Toswell Woollaston, former Mayor of Nelson, MP and UN diplomat Philip Woollaston, his wife Chan and business partners Renee and Glenn Schaefer have taken all their passion for the arts and the beauty of Nelson and created this remarkable winery. And of course, some pretty remarkable wine.
Our goal was to establish a vineyard and winery that was still small enough to be capable of producing handmade boutique wines where each year the wine would reflect the best that the climate could offer from that site.
Fantastic.
And the little gallery, I mean, we could not build a cellar door without a little gallery attached. That was unthinkable.
Rude not to. One of the things that you didn't plant in those early stages, though, was Riesling. That was something that came along a little bit later, and yet it's one of the varieties that whenever I mention Woollaston Estates, you know, out there when I'm chatting away to people, they go, oh, love the Riesling. Yeah. Why is it so important for this region, or why does it do so well?
I think it's a combination of factors. I mean, it's not too hot here. So we've got a good maritime climate, got the cooling effect of the Tasman Sea, which means that you get a longer ripening period, and I think Riesling really works well with a longer ripening period. So you've got that, you've got the high minerality in the gravel soils we have here. Even here on the clay, it's clay-bound gravel, but down on the plains it's gravel without the clay. That gives it a fine minerality, and we get a really pure expression of Riesling here.
All right. Beautiful white gold colour. It just kind of sparkles in the glass, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, this is a 2012 Riesling, so bear in mind it's a baby. It'll go a long way, and I think it's this one has a little more residual sugar than we're used to making, because it was a long, cool year. The flavours were right; they were just at the right place, and the acids were so high. It's beautiful. Riesling is all about balance between acid and sugars, as you know, and I think this has got fantastic balance.
All I want to do is dip my finger in it and dab it behind my ears.
Well, I mean, because what you're getting there is
beautiful.
You're getting perfume, you're getting flowers, not fruit. You're getting a bit of jasmine and white lilies in there. So yeah, exactly. Why don't you?
After I've had a sip. Well, as soon as you put it in your mouth, there's Granny Smith, you know, that lovely kind of juicy ripe pear, bit of quince, and even like white peach in there too. It's just gorgeous, but it's the acid that's just kind of keeping it buoyant. It's wonderful.
And it's 10% barrel ferment, gives it a bit more complexity and a bit more mouthfeel.
I mean, if I'd made this wine, I'd be very proud. I'd be taking it round to the neighbours, I'd be taking it round the world, going, look what I've done.
Well, I mean, I can't claim all the credit. I have to say, I mean, Julian grew the grapes. You say grew the wine, we say. Yeah. And Shane Shane turned that into wine. I just smiled benignly on it. They do all the work. But I think the team has really melded. They have melded with the soil, because with a vineyard like this, it's not great big expansive dead flat. There are little sites all over the place, and they're starting to know what this little block of vines will do as opposed to that block of vines. And of course, that's what, when the French talk about terroir, they don't just mean the soils and the climate.
No, it's the
they mean the people too.
Yeah. That's right.
And you know, as I approach my dotage, I have to do less and less, and they do more and more, which is great.
Here's to that. Here's to your dotage. So what ends up inside the bottle for the team at Woollaston is the perfect marriage of nature, art and science. For others, being here is mainly about marriage.
You know, it's true that love makes burdens lighter, because you can divide them.
And art also extends to music. Every January, Woollaston Estates sponsor the Nelson Jazz and Blues Festival. 8 days of jazz and blues events, including a plethora of performances throughout the Nelson region, concerts in the winery cellars, and free concerts on the lawn next to the busy cellar door.
Hi, my name's Shane Munn. I'm lucky enough to be living out my hobby as my career as the winemaker here at Woollaston Estate. My passion is crafting unique, expressive, complex wines using minimal intervention from organically grown fruit here in this modern 4-level sustainably built winery.
All right, so we're on level 2?
3.
Level 3, okay, so, and we've got one more level below us?
2.
2 more levels below us?
That's 4 up there.
Maths was never my strong suit.
I've got a maths degree.
Have you?
Yes.
What made you go from maths to wine? I don't understand.
Well, being a mathematician, you have to sit in front of a computer wearing a suit, whereas being a winemaker, you get to swan around a lovely winery like this and
in your casuals.
Carry on afterwards, socially, drinking wine and that sort of thing.
So you come from quite a small rustic sort of winery up north near Gisborne.
That's right.
What was it like coming into this quite modern, kind of revolutionary, multi-level, gravity-fed winery? It must have been a big change, big shock.
Yeah, it certainly is a nice tool to have. This winery was developed primarily to produce Pinot Noir, and Pinot Noir is a very sensitive variety, doesn't like being mishandled. We can make Pinot Noir moving the grapes from the top level to the bottom into the bottle in about 5 movements without ever going through a pump.
So with that in mind, what are your power bills like?
As large as most people's during harvest, but outside of harvest, for 10 or 11 months of the year, they're virtually nil. Most of our power for the rest of the year is to operate our coffee machine and our stereo, pretty much.
Essential items, obviously, in the winery. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Oh, Pinot.
Should we try some?
I reckon. Sorry, coffee machine. Have to have one of you later. Okay, let's see if we can enjoy some theatre. Oh, I like that colour. It's so dark. This looks kind of deep and brooding and.
No, well, we get naturally quite small berries and small bunches. So generally the colour's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, so we don't have to try too hard to get good colour.
Do you know what I smell in there as well? A little bit of rhubarb. Yeah. Kind of rhubarby, but along with the red fruits and plums and sort of slightly kind of herby, like dried herby kind of aromas.
And it's been bottled about a year ago, so it's just starting to unwind and show its true characters.
There's kind of a cocoa element sort of running through it, nice and earthy.
Yeah, that would be from the oak. There's only a very small percentage of new oak in this wine, so we really want to see the true fruit expressed in a wine like this.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a complimentary, because that's pretty flash.
Cheers.
Not bad.
Of course, Shane wouldn't be able to put his organic and biodynamic winemaking skills to good use if the fruit being delivered to him wasn't produced as naturally as possible. And that's where this man steps in.
Julian, anything that doesn't end up in a bottle of wine ends up underneath this straw that we're sitting on.
This, Yvonne, is our compost. I think it's an integral part of being an organic property, because it's all about returning to the land, the place where the wine came from, what isn't used in the wine.
Right,
so all the grape skins and the reiki and...
You know, I was expecting it to be stinky.
No.
But it's not. It doesn't smell like anything.
It shouldn't smell at all, except like really rich.
It smells like rich dirt. Really nice.
It's a very important part of being an organic property.
Of running organically. And you're fully certified, aren't you?
We are. 2013 will be our 3rd vintage fully certified. So
and that's called BioGrow, isn't it? So when you see the little BioGrow emblem, that means that you're fully organic, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
So clearly you really love what you do.
I do.
Is there a favourite time of the day? Like, is there something that makes you just, want to leap out of bed in the morning and think, yay, I'm going to do, this today, or I'm going to...
Strangely, it's at the other end of the day. Particularly, after dinner, I'll walk over the hill and you come down through the vineyard and the sun's quite low and the colour's amazing, and it's kind of got the feel of the vineyard, taking a deep breath at the end of the day and getting ready for its night rhythm. It's a gorgeous time to walk around and just feel your vineyard.
Nelson has a sun-soaked reputation for being the food basket of New Zealand. There's almost nothing you can't grow or gather here, making food and wine pairing a breeze, especially when your assistant winemaker used to be a top chef. And he agrees to dust off the hot plate for a special meal.
I can take that from you, Cam. Thank you. Wow, oh my goodness, look at the salmon.
Beautiful.
So what are we having with the salmon? What's our match? Our Riesling.
Absolutely.
Why do you think this will be a good match with salmon, Shane?
I just think that the vibrancy of the acidity and the perfume of it goes really nice with the oiliness of the salmon, and there's a lot of spicy flavours in the salsa that's on the top.
And the salsa, the rich kind of fruity sweetness in the wine, and then you've got the salsa with the the kind of spritzy acidity, the onion and the citrus and the avocado creaminess. It just works so beautifully. Philip, I'm pleased you brought some of your homemade bread along.
Just for you, Yvonne.
Brilliant. What does everyone reckon? All right?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Lovely.
Cheers.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this.
The second course is duck and porcini mushroom ragu with our roasted rewaka cherries.
Wow. Okay, this is mine.
Good lad, Cam.
I'm going to try this gamey, yummy pasta. The whopping great cherry and a heaving great mushroom. And the Pinot is so fresh. There's like this beautiful acidity through the Pinot, which just kind of sort of runs over the top of that creaminess.
Right, but you also get the cherries and the Pinot echoing the cherries in the dish too.
Has everyone got some wine in their glass? Because I think we need to toast the chef, and we need to toast the winemaker, and we need to toast the grape grower. Well done. And we need to toast the owners, otherwise we wouldn't be here. Cheers. Fantastic. Hooray. Yum, I can smell that from here.
This is the Mahana Pinot Noir. Every so often, the vineyard produces, or part of the vineyard produces something that's really special. So we've reserved the Mahana label for those really special wines, icon wines. And Shane selected this one this year, and it's just a cracker.
I think after 10 months in barrel, it sort of just expressed itself as a unique wine that was the best expression of what we did that year, and was that much better than everything else we produced.
Do you know what? I'm wowed by the way it smells. It's incredible, isn't it, Renee? Like,
This is delicious.
it's really spicy. It's kind of there's clove, there's anise, there's a bit of little bit of white pepper, but there's lots of red fruit.
So the last course is beef, and it's been marinated in mirin and soy, and we've roasted that on the barbecue and served it with a confit of eggplant, chilli, and just a little hint of ginger to bring out those spice in the Mahana Pinot.
Stop it.
Enjoy.
Another little best kept secret in our chef here as well.
He's just amazing.
Oh, my
Where'd you find him?
I'm telling you, he walked into our lives, and we found you in the middle.
Do that. Wonderful.
It's like a seesaw. Spice, savoury, sweetness. Cheers, everybody. I think this is absolutely brilliant. And I've just had the most fantastic day.
Oh,
It's been a beautiful day.
Hurrah.
Pretty much everything grows well in sunny Nelson, especially hops. Combine those with a constant supply of pure artesian water and you're bound to attract some seriously talented brewers. So my mission today is to pop in and meet a few of them.
You know, back when your dad first sort of set up McCashin's, craft beer wasn't that big in New Zealand, was it?
No, it wasn't, no.
So did people say, oh, good on you, Terry, you go and set that brewery up? Or did people say, oh, no, mate, you're nuts?
Combination. I think people would say good on you, but that's about it. And then he's left to it, so...
So what was it like as a kid to, be around here when your dad was building up the brewery?
Well, I think as a kid you don't really fully appreciate the effort that him and Mum were putting into it at the time.
Because there were 5 of you, is that right? 5 kids?
Yeah, so there's 5 kids. Oh. We all played a part as we were growing up, to the point that our swimming pool was actually the pasteuriser here. So while they're loading it up at one end with bottles, we're swimming in the other end of it. So you wouldn't get away with that now.
No, it's a big brewery. There's a lot going on. There's a massive bottling line. There's tanks everywhere.
Yeah, and it was all done with no money or any backing.
And Stoke is the brand for the beer now, isn't it? So it's not called Max anymore. It's called Stoke.
Correct.
That's your family brand.
Yeah.
You've got the cafe and bar here. I mean, it's busy. What kind of stuff goes on here?
We've got poker nights and quiz nights, and we are supported fantastically by the local community in Nelson, right from the council down to our neighbours around here and everyone. So, and that's fantastic.
I'm quite stoked to have met you.
Cheers.
My name's Daniel Campion. My official role at the brewery is resident artist. I also do the tours at 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock. I think there's a relationship between art and craft, and our relationship seems to typify that.
The head brewer here these days is Sam.
This is our brew house. This is where your malt comes.
Okay.
It gets loaded in here. We bring it in, some in sacks, some comes from a silo. Our base pale malt comes from a silo, and we mill it here, and then it goes downstairs, goes through the mash, and then it comes up here and we extract the liquid off it.
It's almost like every time I come here there's something new out. I mean, how do you come up with the recipes?
Various ways. Some of it's just an idea. There's lots of different interpretations of styles, so you may work within a style, or other times you may just, without really thinking of a style, you just create something.
Wow, it's so bright.
Yeah.
I mean, you still get the malt's still there, but the hops are there. There's a richness, and it's spritzy and crisp on the palate. Very tasty. Now, what's the next one? I like the head too. That's really foamy and.
This is one of my personal favourites anyway. It's one I'll always go back to. It's a nice.
Can I taste it?
Yeah, go for it.
Did I just put my little finger up?
Yeah, you did.
Oh God. Sorry
University?
about that. Yes. It's really rich and dense, and yet it's quite crisp and clean as well. Yeah, I just think it's fantastic.
A lot of specialty malt goes into that, namely sort of your Malinois and Munich. They give it that real sort of rich toffee character. It's got to be, yeah.
Meet the Monkey Wizard, also known as Matt. In his crazy purple converted butcher shop building near Motueka, Matt makes a tasty drop, complete with an injection of creativity or two.
You're not just a brewer, are you?
No, I'm a dentist as well.
And you fix people's teeth every day, or?
I try not to. I really do it. I do both of these things part-time. The basic sciences in dentistry are actually quite useful in brewing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will be the best brewer in the world. I would have liked to have done this full-time, and I think you'd probably see a lot more Monkey Wizard product about the place
if you were doing it.
If we were full-time, but as it is, we do 98% of our trade from the door here. And we really enjoy that point of sale, direct contact with the customers.
It's really funny, like when you come in here and you look at the blackboard with all the different beers on it. There's some amazing ingredients being used.
The funkiest ingredients I've got going on at the moment, ambergris in the strong ale.
You don't just go down the supermarket and buy a lump.
No, you have to go to Stewart Island. It seems to amplify the malt characteristics. That's the way I look at it.
So tell us about your kind of ferment philosophy.
Well, I mean, I think the elderflower one's a great example of that. I mean, monoculture is an almost rude word these days, and beer, by the fact that we use pure strains of yeast, is essentially a monoculture. You get far more complexity if you use a mixture of bugs, for want of a better word. So when we brew the beer with a standard ale yeast, and And then when the elderflowers go in, you get a secondary ferment going on as well. And the complexity that addition of wild yeast adds to the beer is fairly remarkable, to say the least. But I mean, we also do a wild fermented cider, which is a rarity. There are, I think, a couple of others in New Zealand.
All right, so favourite beer and food combination?
Fair enough. Yeah, with IPA, which is my favourite style, I particularly like lacto-fermented gherkins.
Lacto-fermented gherkins?
Of course.
I'll just run out and get some.
Absolutely right. You have to make your own. You can't buy them. So that's the sour gherkin. Very popular in the States. Not so you don't see it much here. And possibly with some goat's cheese on a cracker.
There's an interesting mix of things being restored in the garage at Lighthouse Brewing. Cars, buses, boats, and then there's the art of running the smallest legal brewery in New Zealand.
There we are.
Fantastic. Thanks, Dick. Of course I can't drink this until I've had the tour.
Oh, okay, right. Well, there's the brewery, there's your tour. Now, what would you like to drink? That's it. Yep. I only sell what I can't drink myself, so if there's some in the fridge, you're really honoured.
What have you poured me?
Tasman Bay Pilsner.
Oh, I like the fact that it's really nice and foamy and creamy.
Cheers.
Oh, that's yummy. It's quite citrusy too, isn't it?
Yes.
But not sweet, it's just...
It's got the bitter aftertaste. It's very nice with our local scallops, if you cook them on a hot plate with a little bit of garlic butter. The juice and the scallops and the garlic and the hops that are in here just bring it out, and it's beautiful.
How many beers do you make?
It varies. I've got 5 on tap at the moment, but I've got recipes for about 8 or 9.
What's with the boats and the cars in here as well?
Well, it's a bit of a hobby thing. I've got the space. I love tinkering. I've made a mechanic by trade. The old car, the Elvis, we used to be the agents for them, and there's quite a bit of history to that. It was my mum and dad's car. The little wee dinghy was given to me. It was really rotten. I was going to put it out in the garden. One of my customers was a boat builder, and he assured me he could repair it, so there it stands.
Very cool. I love the fact that you can come in here and it's kind of... It's like it's a man's shed.
Yeah.
And these are quite cute. What are they?
These are awards that I won in the earlier days when I entered the beer awards in Australia.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Dick.
Cheers.
Oh, yum. It's like Nelson in a glass, really, isn't it?
It is, yes. Cheers.
Next stop, Dale's Brewery, which ironically is listed as having no fixed abode, but I've managed to track down both the Dale on the label and Jeff Griggs, one of New Zealand's foremost beer commentators. You're an IT specialist that began home brewing.
I did, yes.
And you were so good at it that you won quite a significant award recently, wasn't it?
I basically brewed what the judges said was the best beer to style of that competition. So it was, at that time, the best homebrew beer in New Zealand.
I'm super keen to try it.
Yeah, so...
and of course, you know, Jeff's been raving about it.
There you go.
So I need to actually be able to say, I have tasted the beer.
They're all excellent examples of their styles, usually with a little bit of a Kiwi twist. We've got the Belgian Pale Ale, we've got a German-style Doppelbock, and there's an American-style Amber Ale featuring American hops. So there's a lot of stylistic integrity in these beers, even though they all come from the same brewery.
I love the aroma. Wow, it's super, like, herbaceous and floral.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Spices and cloves and stuff.
It's been a joy to meet you and to taste your fantastic beers.
Thank you
Best
very
of
much.
luck with the future.
Thank you.